Good morning and welcome. How are you doing today? Now that the year 2024 is behind us, I thought it would be a good time to reflect and share with you all of the fragrances that I used the most during 2024. Keep in mind as I show you these fragrances, this is going to be a little bit different than like my top 12 favorite fragrances. How I've done this is every single month I do trade out my fragrances. So with that, I have a document on my phone where I keep track of which fragrance of that batch for the month that I used the most or that I enjoyed the most. So that is where I'm getting this top 12 list from. There's going to be one for each month, all of my favorites that I used in 2024. I feel like for me, in terms of new releases, the Bath & Body Works fragrances they actually debuted in 2024 were a little bit uninspiring. So a lot of these are going to be from previous years as well. And as I go along, I'll try and include the year in which these were released as well, just so that you can kind of have a little bit of knowledge and context around these scents. So right in the beginning of the year, in January of 2024, my most used fragrance for that month was Coconut Mint Drop. So Coconut Mint Drop was released for Christmas time of 2017, and it was a part of this kind of snowy collection. It did have Vanilla Bean Noel and Winter Candy Apple in the collection as well, which are considered holiday traditions, but this was a brand new debuted fragrance along with Snowy Morning. Now, I loved the Coconut Mint Drop, especially when it was first released because it had some of my favorite color schemes. I love that light pink with the pastel green together, and then coconut and mint are both some of my signature notes that I always look for in a fragrance. They're kind of some of my top tier favorites. So when this Coconut Mint Drop came out, it was like two of my personal favorites together. So I really loved it for that reason. It smells kind of like pastel buttermint a little bit. This did come back again, I believe the year 2020 or 2021 in kind of a little bit of a darker green packaging with the snow globe theme. And they do release it pretty much every year, at least in pocket back hand sanitizer as well as hand soap. This one I used a lot in January. In fact, I used up the little tail end that I had left of my, I think it was my body cream. And what I ended up doing is I didn't have any mist anymore, so I used the Dirty Soul Soap Co. version of this fragrance called Coconut Mint. So notes on this one are creamy white coconut, iced peppermint, and winter musk. And same goes for the Bath & Body Works version. It says it has musk in it, but I didn't really detect any musk. It was more just like a creamy peppermint. So moving on to February of 2024, my most used fragrance for that month was Peach Prosecco Macron. This fragrance is really nice because it's equal parts fruity as it is to gourmand. It has a nice vanilla, cheesecakey, creamy base, but then that top note of peaches comes through and makes it very desserty and fruity. I'm a little bit behind, but I actually do try to keep up with my scent journal. It's kind of like a little diary or a scrapbook for me to keep labels of products that I find notable or things that I don't want to forget about. And so this one is going to be nostalgic to me one day. So I did include the Peach Prosecco Macron body care in my little scrapbook page here. So this is the shower gel specifically, which is the form that I used up this year. I did actually have a spray and a cream that also was used up previously, but I don't think I kept the labels. But this is all I need because it gives you an idea of the packaging. That's the front label. And then I peeled the sticker off the back as well, and that has all the notes and all the information about the product itself. And so Peach Prosecco had fragrance notes of peach prosecco, vanilla cream, and macaron cookie. And then I also like to write any other little facts about it that I already know off the top of my head, or sometimes I'll look them up if I can't remember myself. So I included that this was a part of the Spring 2022 Champagne Brunch collection. And some of the other fragrances that were included in this collection were Bubbly Rosé, Whipped Berry Meringue, and Pear Creme Brulee. Oh, and the coconut cream pie as well. So in 2024, we had a very early Easter, and so I actually dedicated my March more for Easter fragrances than I did more like I do green fragrances and St. Patrick's Day fragrances a little bit in March, but this time I focused on Easter. This is Daffodil Daydreams. Look at that beautiful packaging. I just love the bottle of it. I love that it's green and floral and so cheerful, and there's a cute little critter, a bunny on there. So this is Daffodil Daydreams. It was debuted in 2024 and one of my favorite new release fragrances for this year too. So this one is really nice because it has kind of some creamy marshmallowy notes and it does have a hint of floral, but for me, I'm not much of a floral person. I tend to like gourmands. I find that it blends the two together so that I can tolerate that floral note in there when normally I would not be able to. Notes on this one are whipped marshmallow, pastel skies, and sweet daffodil. Now, pastel skies doesn't really it's not a real note, you know what I mean? We don't really know what that smells like other than it perhaps has a cottony, marshmallowy, light, fluffy, sweet kind of scent to it. And I think that's the best way I can describe this fragrance. Now, my location only had the travel size fine fragrance mist. We did not get any of the other full-size body care like some locations did. And so what I ended up doing is I paired it with another fragrance. So I used a lot of this in March as well as the Iced Lemon Pound Cake. I mainly used this in the shower gel and body lotion, but then I used the Daffodil Daydream fragrance mist on top. And so the Iced Lemon Pound Cake has fragrance notes of sugary glazed icing, pure lemon zest, and fluffy pound cake. This really helped bring out those sweet vanilla-y notes out of the Daffodil Daydream. So I've noticed this trend in myself. It's happened the last 2 years, and I think it's gonna happen again this year because I'm already starting to feel that craving. But as you know, I'm normally a gourmand in sweet fragrance wearer as well as fruity fragrances. But once in a while, I just get this little hankering for like a fresh, clean, aquatic, crisp fragrance. And so for me, this year it happened in April. And so for the month of April, I mainly used a fragrance combo of 2 different fragrances, just like I did in March. So this is a sad looking body cream of one of my favorite aquatic fresh fragrances, probably my top favorite actually. This is the Hyaluronic Acid Water Collection. So this cream in particular says 2019 on it. I think it was debuted in 2018. And I had it in the body cream. I also used it in the shower gel, the Aquaburst shower gel, which I really love. So moisturizing and very thick. And then I did also use a lot of this face and body mist. It's kind of like a water-based instead of an alcohol-based, so it is safe to use on your face. It's a very similar formula to the aromatherapy pillow mists, or what they call all-over mist now. Then what I did for a little bit of a stronger, long-lasting fragrance wear is I layered on top this Gingham Fresh travel size fine fragrance mist. I ended up really liking this because to me it's very nostalgic. There is like a Calgon Take Me Away, a pear, I think it's Pear Blossom fragrance that's very similar to it. I know a lot of people have said it's similar to a Victoria's Secret pear scent as well. So to me, it has kind of a 90s body splash vibe to it, but the notes are fresh pear, juicy clementine, and daisies. And once again, normally not a floral fragrance, but I was just really in the mood for something springy and fresh, and so I thought this was perfect to go with the hyaluronic acid. For the month of May, I mainly used this Coconut Lime Breeze, and I am working towards empties on this one. I don't know when it'll happen. I tend to be a little bit on the slower side using up body care, just because I do rotate them so frequently, so it does kind of go a little bit slow. But you can see the dent is there and that I have been really enjoying this scent. This is comparable to the Coconut Lime Verbena that came back for semi-annual sale, so if you're familiar with that fragrance but not this one, they're very similar. That one is just a little bit more herbaceous and grassy. Coconut Lime Breeze is a little bit more of a pure, fruity tropical scent. So this one on the back says it's an energizing scent with a refreshing blend of sheer coconut water, white orange blossom, and zesty lime, infused with jasmine petals and island musk. For June, I did choose the Golden Mango Lagoon as my main fragrance, and this was the year that I really discovered this fragrance. So this is actually a release from 2023. I picked it up during the semi-annual sale at the time, so this has sunny mango, saltwater woods, and coral blooms. Now, I really like this mango fragrance as opposed to some of their other mango fragrances they've had in the past, because to me, this is the most juicy, pure coconut mango-y fragrance that I've had in a really long time. Sometimes with mango, they kind of tie in those florals, and this one does say it has coral blooms, whatever that smells like in there, but I don't really detect any florals in this fragrance. So I used that in the body wash, there was a lotion, and then as you can see my dent there, I was using this little travel size mist quite a bit. In the month of July, look at this. This is really a testament to the fact that I enjoyed a lot of At the Beach this year. So this was mainly my July fragrance, solely for the fact that I actually was using a lot of SPF. Now I had it both in the lotion form, and then a little later I got it in the spray form, and I love these little SPF sprays, especially the little pocket version. This one just has a tail end. I know I'm going to use it up this summer. I went on a trip to Yellowstone with Jose and also visited his family, and it was very hot there, so I used lots of this SPF, and so now I smell At the Beach and I think of summer fun and hot weather. This one is a favorite of mine and it will always be a repurchase. So this was my July fragrance for 2024. It has notes of toasted coconut, frangipani blossom, and I think there's like a saltwater, air, ocean waves kind of note in there as well. Here is my favorite duo that I used in the month of August. So this is the Thailand Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit. I used it in the shower gel as well as the little travel size fine fragrance mist that looks like this. I have a very strong dent in the shower gel. I was kind of going ham, maybe because it was so hot I was using a little extra shower gel to rinse off in the shower. So I ended up picking up this Tahiti Island Dream lotion from the previous semi-annual sale, and it pairs really well with it. So I find that they share a lot of similar qualities, but this one is a little more creamy and solar note, like a sunscreen kind of scent, while the Tahiti is a little bit more on the fruity, bubblegummy side. The notes listed for the Sweet Kiwi Starfruit are golden kiwi, juicy starfruit, and solar woods. And notes on Tahiti Island Dream are fresh coconut waters, sparkling mandarin, kiwi blossom, lush frangipani, and Tahitian vanilla musk. That was such a good combo, especially in that shower gel was my favorite form. And then we're kicking off with the first month of what I consider to be fall fragrance time, and that is September. This one is my other 2024 fragrance debut that was a favorite, and that is from the wellness collection, the Milk fragrance. So this is a sensitive skin moisturizing body wash. I do also have it in the mist and the lotion, but I use this as a base to pair with a Dirty Soul Soap Co. fragrance. And this is the one that I use the most. You can see my dent there as well. We've got warm and cozy, and this to me is just the epitome of fall. It smells like everything I love about fall, all wrapped up into one scent. It has toasted nuts, marshmallow, brown sugar, spice, and vanilla. To me, I always describe this as having a little kick of like a caramel apple scent a little bit, and I don't know why, it just kind of smells that way to me. So it's decadent and cozy, just like the name suggests, but it pairs perfectly with this lactonic oatmeal cream kind of scent. It's very light and gentle, so I would consider it gourmand, but very light and airy, and like I said, it kind of smells like oat milk to me. Here is my October 2024 favorite, and honestly, this probably would be my October favorite for every single year because this is a Melissa classic. Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. See how little there is left? I'm actually just using it to spray the mist in the shower, so it kind of surrounds the fragrance all around me when I step in the shower. So I consider this one an empty. I haven't showed it in my empties video yet, but I will in my next one because it will truly be empty then. But a classic, I will repurchase it every single fall. And then to refresh your memory on this classic fall scent, it has pumpkin latte, toasted marshmallows, creamy sandalwood, and praline musk. And in older versions, they do actually include ginger as one of the notes in there, so that's really special as well. This is a favorite that I always use in November if I get the chance, and this is the White Pumpkin and Chai. They need to bring this fragrance back. So this one has notes of cinnamon cider, spiced pumpkin, and vanilla glaze. I don't know if anyone remembers, I know I talk about it frequently, but pumpkin picking from the past, that one smells very similar to this White Pumpkin and Chai, and it smells so good. So it's very nutty and warm and spicy of a pumpkin scent. It's not as marshmallowy or creamy as the Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. It's more of like a spiced cider kind of scent, if that makes sense. The chai spices make it very harvesty and spicy, so perfect for November when you're kind of starting to think about holiday scents a little bit. Which leaves me to my most loved December fragrance for 2024, Christmas Cookies. I love this fragrance so much, and I used it a lot this December. It was kind of my classic Christmas scent. This is what it looks like in the shower gel, and this is from the Land of Sweets collection that I'm constantly talking about. That was from Christmas of 2018. Notes on this one are creamy cookie dough, almond biscotti, and caramel wood. Anything with caramel and almond in it are a win for me. If I were to compare this to something like Vanilla Bean Noel, I feel like Vanilla Bean Noel is more vague and milky and just kind of a simple vanilla fragrance, while this is a little bit more gooey and rich. It's crunchier smelling, if that makes sense, like a biscotti would be. They've got to bring this one back too, but that was a favorite for this year and always. But those were all of my favorite fragrances that I used in 2024. I loved all of those fragrances so much this year, and I got lots of use out of them. I want to know, did we share any favorites this year that we used a lot? You'll have to let me know down in the comments below which fragrance you found that you used the most in 2024. Also, did you have a favorite brand new fragrance for 2024 that came out? I know that the Daffodil Daydreams and the Milk were my two top contenders for brand new releases. So how about you? What were your favorites from 2024? Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned because there's lots of fun newness coming at Bath & Body Works and fun video ideas for 2025, so I hope to see you along in the comment section. But thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.